So now in this, what I want to show you, whenever customer is ordering pizza or burger, each and every time I don't want to reduce by 1. Instead, whatever number customer is entering, based on that number, I have to reduce my pizza base and burger buns. And also, I will be showing you one important point which you have to understand. So let's get started. So first, I will come inside this pizza slice, and here below that, I'm just going to create another action creator. Now below this, I will be creating another action creator, customer choice. Okay, in this way, you can add multiple action creator inside the reducer. Now here, I will be passing both state and action. I will just open this arrow function. Inside this, what I have to do, I just have to reduce the pizza base based on the number which is entered by the customer. So here I will write state.pizza base is equal to state.pizza base minus action.payload. Okay, in this way I have to reduce. We can just write in short form. I will just remove this pizza base. Instead, I will write minus equal to, which is as equal to previous one. So each and every time when the customer is ordering, based on the number customer has entered, I just have to reduce the pizza base by that number. So once I have created my action creator, here I just have to destructure and export that action creator. Now I will come to pizza view.jsx. Now inside this pizza view.jsx, I'm just going to create input field. So this is the point I want you to understand. Inside Redux, you should only store the state as much as you need in the Redux store. Apart from that, everything can be as local component state. So for this input field, I have to make as controlled element. For that, I don't have to create any action creator, and accordingly, I don't have to change the value inside this input field. So for that, I can simply make use of local component state by using useState hook from React. So below this, I will be calling this useState. As soon as I hit enter, useState is imported from React library. Inside this, I will be passing default value as 1. And this function is going to return array. So I'm just going to destructure those values. Number, and second, I will be giving setter function name as set number. So now here, value 1 will be assigned to this number. And whenever I want to update the value of this number, I can update using this setter function set number. And inside this input field, I will be passing the value. Here I will be writing number. Save it. Come here. You can see input field is created. And inside that, I am having value 1. But now, if I type something, nothing happens. Why? Because as soon as we make this input field as controlled element, what happens? Whenever I type something, I'm just going to fire this onChange event handler. So here I will be writing onChange event handler. Inside this, I will be passing event object. Now what I want, whenever I am typing something, I just want to update the value for this number. And how I can update? I can update using this setter function. So here I will be writing set number. Then I will write e.target.value. Save it. Come here. Refresh once. Now if I type something, you can see successfully I am able to type the result. I will give some numbers I am able to type. But here the problem is whatever value we are typing inside this input field, that will be in string format. So this entire result, what I will do, I'm just going to wrap inside this parenthesis, and here I will be writing this number function. So whatever number I will be typing, instead of assigning as a string, it is just going to convert that string into number. Again, I will come here, I will type something, I am able to type the result. Now below this input field, I will be creating one button, and for this I will give the text as customer choice. Save it. You can see this button is displayed. Now whenever I click on this button, what I have to do? I just have to dispatch this customer choice action. So here inside this, I will be writing on click event handler. Then here I will be writing dispatch. We already got access to dispatch function using this use dispatch hook. And inside this, what I will do, I'm just going to pass this customer choice. As soon as I hit enter, customer choice is also imported from this pizza slice. Here I will just write here parenthesis. I have to call the action. Now here, as soon as I click, I will be having not a number. Why? Because inside this customer choice, what we are telling, whenever customer is giving the number, I just have to reduce that number using this action dot payload. But here we have not passed that number. So inside this customer choice, I have to pass the number which is given by the customer. So once this action is dispatched, this number will be assigned to the payload, and that number we are just going to subtract from state.pizza base. Now I'll come here, refresh once, click on this customer choice. You can see I am able to reduce by 1 because customer has given 1. Here I will give 10. Now customer has given 10. As soon as I click on this, you can see 10 pizza bases reduced. If the customer gives 5, click on this 5 pizza bases reduced. But if I click on this order pizza, only 1 pizza base is reduced. Along with that, burger bun is also reduced. Again, I will click successfully. I am able to reduce the pizza base based on the customer choice as well as based on the number I have given. Now here if I click successfully, I am able to reduce the burger buns by 1. So you should understand, whenever you want to create any kind of input field, you can just manage that input field inside the local component itself. You don't have to create any action creator. You don't have to manage the state inside Redux store. So for this kind of things, you don't have to manage the state inside our Redux store. And if something is not needed outside the component, it can stay as local component state. So you simply do not have to complicate your Redux store. So this is how we are going to dispatch actions from our React component.